On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there.
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Brought down at about the 42. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Calvin Ridley, 42 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To try again after the sack. Wilson, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Jones will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Micah Parsons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 61 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit. Here's a diving catch right side. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful division. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Quan Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now back to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On first down, Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Room here to run. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Wilson. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down.
will send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Micah Parsons
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Now it's Lockett. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. The Broncos going to